Welcome to Spotlight. I'm Meadow Zanger, and I'll be speaking with Julie Ruemenapp. Today's show is sponsored by the St. Clair County 4-H and Youth Fair. I'm so excited to interview you today. So you are a 4-H volunteer, and you volunteer a lot at the 4-H fair, specifically with livestock. Yep. So how did you become like a livestock volunteer? What got you into it?
So I have been a lifelong 4-H'er, and my family has a farm in the south end of St. Clair County. So I've really always been involved in 4-H. And then once I aged out of 4-H, I decided to come back and volunteer. So I've been a volunteer for about 13 years.
Oh, wow. That's really amazing. What are some of your roles as like a livestock leader?
So my main role is I co-lead the swine project for the fair. And then last summer, we started a livestock education committee, and I co-lead that with another leader. Our focus for that is primarily livestock education, really focused on the kind of back end of raising livestock. So learning how to properly feed your animals, think about the housing for your animals, really everything that it takes to get that animal fair ready.
Wow, were these things that you learned like as a 4-H'er or like more like while you were a volunteer?
So these are honestly things that I really learned as a 4-H'er. We had these programs when I was growing up. I went all across the state and the county to learn about livestock, so proper nutrition, different housing, how to pick an animal out, proper conformational traits, different breeding processes, just different things like that that I learned that I thought were really important as I became a leader in this program, and things that I thought were really important for youth to know so that you can raise their livestock to the best of their ability.
That's amazing. So what events at the 4-H fair do you help out with as a volunteer?
So being the swine superintendent, I do primarily focus on getting the swine area ready. That includes, we have record books, so those get submitted on July 1st, and I go through all of those, check those. That's really goal setting for the kids, thinking about what they want their project to be long term. And then when it comes to fair, just basically managing the health of the animals for the week, trying to ensure that those animals get to the auction and stay healthy, and then we get them off the grounds to wherever their final destination
So
is.
you interact with like the kids a lot, and like you're a very big part of their lives at the fair. What's that like?
It's really fun. Seeing the kids get to kind of have those experiences, seeing the end project of like what they've been doing all summer, you can really tell that the kids put a lot of work into this, and it's really exciting to be able to see those kids. The fair is essentially the culmination of all of that hard work, and so it's really exciting to be able to see that and get to have their space for them to be able to show that off to the county.
I'm sure that's something that you understand a lot, being that you were a 4-H'er as a kid too. So you mentioned like the livestock auction at the 4-H fair, which is where all of those kids, sell their animals, and that's where it's shown that all of their hard work pays off so much. So that's a very big event. So what do you do to prepare for that auction?
So some of the things that I do to prepare, first off is you got to get the show ready. That includes getting a show program done, making sure that's organized so all of the kids get into the right classes. What those classes do is, from the results of those classes, that's how they get on the auction bill. So that's a lot of prep work to make sure everybody's on the sale bill, show bill, all correctly with all the correct weights. And then the actual night of, I'm in the kind of back area, making sure that kids are in the correct order so they get to the auction ring with the correct name, the correct animal, and just kind of making sure things move smoothly as we go through the night.
That's a really important job. I'm a part of the auction every year with my swine, and so I had no idea that like you put this much work into going behind the scenes and doing all of this stuff to get us set up. So I just want to say thank you so much for doing that. Thank you so much for coming here. It's been so fun to learn about everything that you do. So thank you so much. I really enjoyed our time together. And thank you for joining us on Spotlight.